Alright, Florida State playing home against Kansas. I did not think that I would have to dunk a lot of players.
Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy for every Seminoles
Kansas
game.
getting the ball first. No team pulling over right now. Florida State number 8.
The Seminoles will kick this deep to get us going.
And I know anything, I know that.
He's tackled at the 21.
I know that the freaking Kansas team loves to go quick. Watch these. Yeah, gonna be on that.
He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Well, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice.
And the crowd is
crazy.
Some
of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
14, we are out.
Energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Caught quickly.
A lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I forgot.
Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
They're going to throw for it.
Get him in the backfield. Throw the ball and got the ball and rejecting time.
The Jayhawks will line up to move away.
Benson back to receive the kick. Gets no block, apparently. Like, we don't start 30.
So the Florida State Seminoles offense makes their way onto the field for the first possession. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge is going to go a long way to deciding this game. The lead wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap.
Who gets the first down?
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Picks up 3 yards. So 2nd and 7.
3 yards, okay.
The defense coordinator this week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound.
They're going to get the ball to Brown. Brown making a move. Gets it to the 35. To the opponent 35.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
They get him down after the completion. 2nd down after that short completion.
Going to be a run. Coach Philly going to run the ball up the middle. Getting the game
decent game.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Wardell going to find some space. Getting it 2v16 for a gain of 11.
This is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm.
God damn!
It's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Oh my goodness, I hit the wrong play button.
And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person,
I knew it,
I think it's surprised him.
This man loves to run the freaking ball.
He's got room. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot.
You gotta be
into the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
Looked like a total bust there.
Okay, what is this?
Like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have.
You gotta watch out. I gotta watch out for Denver Davis game,
way
bro.
downfield without any defender around him.
Kansas got them
on
a
the field
quarterback.
now as
No
they
lie.
get set to send this one away. This one will be fair.
Kansas got them a good quarterback. They just have terrible,
the Seminoles offense comes back on the
terrible
field. That costly red zone interception
there.
the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Fires it to the wide.
Sonny Brown on the sideline.
What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, and he dumps it off to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They're going to run it.
Control Philly finding room up the middle for a game.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
That's all over the middle.
And Brad
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice shot play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance?
At the end of the first quarter, Kansas is up 7-0.
But the explosiveness.
Florida State is driving down the field.
Through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Wardell Williams in the backfield. Wardell's going to find some room up the
Defense
middle
makes
for a
the
game of
stop
5.
after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
Make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if
It's
that
gotta
was
be
a bad
dope,
read by the
because
quarterback or
ain't
a
no
bad
way.
route by the receiver.
Ain't no way
Get
that
this
just
cleaned
happened.
up before the next time they go through the air.
Fine,
Over the middle. It's Toafili. And he's
the
brought
ball
down, but
is
there's a
already
flag on
up the
play.
field, bro. The ball is already up the field. That should be a first down. That should be a
That one
first.
hurts. Backs him up 10 yards.
That should be a first, bro. I don't know. Come in here and find something I could possibly use.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is
trying to get some
3rd
yards
down
back.
and long. And the quarterback dropping back.
I can't even fucking get the ball.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a
51
big
yard
3rd
field
down
goal, huh?
defensive play. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit.
And the ball is up, down the middle. And it's good. The Florida State down 7-3. See the ball to Kansas.
Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Arnold. Oh, and he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown.
Florida
He will
State
score.
down 14-3
We knew this
now.
returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there as far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go, and then once he hit it right around midfield,
It's ridiculous because
nobody was
Kansas is not a
catching.
bad team, but at the same time, that's when you lose.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range
They got
field
good
goal.
defense. They got a really good defense. Most people don't.
That's reeled
That's what
in.
most
It's
people don't pay
Brown.
attention.
They bring him down after a short game. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. It's an out route.
Goes
The catch
down.
made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down. And the Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now.
Finding
Finds his
Toafili
man.
out of
It's
the
Toafili.
backfield. Getting up the
Big
field.
gain across
Field.
midfield. They'll
There,
spot it down
31.
to the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this
Gotta bring
offense.
him out somehow.
Snags it
Finding
with throw.
Wardell out of backfield. Yeah, bringing the clock and getting to the 15 now.
Nice pickup on the play. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Fights off the
DJ,
defender.
get nothing. Get into the end zone. DJ, second tackle getting into the end zone.
They get set now to try the PAT. The quarterback who can escape and score.
What a save. Answering back.
Well, quarterbacks with legs
After
like this are
kickoff
so
return.
much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
The Kansas offense is back out there now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball.
What in the freak is happening, bro?
Who worked his way wide open. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line.
I'm a home, and a lot of players are playing like
that. And the Jayhawks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for some space. It's Neal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And there's the handoff. Behind the line, a loss of 4.
And I really thought on 2nd goal, you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead, try to catch the defense napping by running. And man, does it backfire.
Intercepted in the
end zone.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Takeaway for this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance.
And before they have enough time to at least go down the field and take a field goal.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And this one is caught. And the ball on the ground. The defense recovers the fumble. He's brought down, but the veteran quarterback.
Let's replay that. Nah. He fumbled the ball, bro. Like a big ass nigga one, bro.
Man, that one hurts. Especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football.
And of course he's gonna...
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
This guy
keep them wide open the game. Keep them. That's ridiculous.
Plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is
no wonder you let him break that
after
freaking
the
tackle.
catch. This one leads him into the end
No
zone for
wonder
the
you
6
let
points.
him break that fucking tackle.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead.
Throw the ball away.
Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And it's incomplete. There was no receiver in the area. It looks like it'll be an intentional grounding call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 2nd down after that previous play.
What the fuck is happening, bro?
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quick throw to his
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback
able to
is
make them
living on
have
the edge.
full
Remember, he
problems
threw an
last week.
interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here.
Nigga, no, bruh. No, bruh, no, bruh, no, bruh. You got me
Oh,
fucking
my
kidding me,
gosh.
man.
A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
The Jayhawks are in the red zone. To the air, it's Daniels. The pass rush closing in. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Boy, what a throw. But what's more impressive is the toughness by that quarterback, knowing he's
I'm
about
down
to
by
get hit
18
and still makes that
fucking
throw.
Kansas.
They go up 18 after the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. And time for one or two more plays before halftime. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And he makes it into the end zone.
Brown.
Touchdown. No. Now here comes the point after attempt.
Down by
is
11.
good. Makes it an 11-point game, 28-17.
We're going to make this a game for certain. We're going to make this a game.
Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead.
Fuck out of here.
Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to
Take it
intermission.
to halftime.
And that will
Florida
do
State
it
down
for the
20-17
first half
now.
here.
We can get the
Kevin
ball back.
Connors now has our halftime update. The Jayhawks will kick it off to begin the second half.
Home getting the ball.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24.
In the backfield.
They get the second half started with a running play.
Yeah.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
I want to see my O-lineman just run away.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
DJ, get out. DJ, get out. What the fuck, bro?
On the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker.
Bro, no. You're not going to sit here and tell me that this nigga don't got speed, bro. Like, no, bro. You're not about to sit here and tell me this nigga don't got speed, bro. 75 speed. Must be a bitch.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it. And that is
what the fuck is that? Oh my
down.
god, I was gonna say.
Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Seminoles have 1st and 10 here.
We're gonna take our time, get down this motherfucking field, man.
On the ground, it's Williams.
Wardell up the middle. There we go.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working.
These play action calls, man.
Kind of energy. See if they can do it again.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Looking for his back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route. Just doesn't come down with a catch.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made on the out route.
First down.
He moves the ball to the 20. The Knowles will try to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. Locates the tight end. It's complete.
34.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Seminoles trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw.
Tight end again.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And they're tied in. Give them a game of 3.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. Coming up, second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the Knowles will crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He's swarmed by the defense. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. On the ground.
Right the middle. There we fucking go, man.
Touchdown, Florida State. And the comeback is on.
I think they
I want to see that every single
fourth down and goal.
show
I think everybody
me.
thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
And the 2-point try
2-point
is
version
successful.
good. 3-point game. Fuck out of here, nigga. Come on, man.
Here's the kickoff.
Minute 44 left in the third quarter. Come
This one away.
on. Florida State, stand up. Where is my crowd at? Like,
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25.
running back is
Here comes
staying.
the Jayhawks offense back on the field.
I just want to bring Roddy over. Not even going to watch it in the middle.
Single back takes the handoff.
Jeez.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And they'll keep it on the
Here we
ground.
go. Come on. 35.
You seem to be able to make the
35.
stop after a
I
short
mean,
game.
stop here.
Offense
Empty.
facing a third and short from the 41. And they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Close to the tight end.
Oh my
Makes the
God,
grab.
bro.
Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. From the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. Makes
I
the
know
grab.
where he's
It's
going to
Arnold.
throw the fucking
Tackles
ball.
made quickly, but
That's the
that's a
thing. I know where he's
big
going to throw the
gain.
ball.
Moves to the
I know
35-yard
where
line.
he's throwing the ball.
As we
I
wrap
keep
up the
going
third
away
quarter,
from it,
check
man.
out the comparison of these big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly.
Thank you. Thank you. Stop him up the back there. Thank you. My goodness, bro.
Coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yes, that's all I need, bro.
4th down now. And Coach Alexis
Or
said
take
now
less
the
than
field
8,
goal.
bro.
The distance will be from 38 yards out. And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time.
Here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen.
Can't
That's
stop
good
him.
coverage
I'm
there.
going to tell you right there. Here now.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field.
They're on the back.
The defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? This offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them...
Testing the defense with a throw down. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That was probably dumb.
What a turnaround here. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive
put up in that corner,
my defensive backs open, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Daniels. He finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Running play called on 3rd and short. Gets into space at the 50.
Give it to him. Let me get the touchdown.
Jayhawks. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. And now the try for the 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch in the end zone. Successful 2-point conversion. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the return an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Short connection to the tight end here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. With the catch, it's Benson. And smart choice, he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Get that touchdown. Get that touchdown, baby!
Still no answer for this offense.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down.
Come on, man. A minute 27 seconds. They gotta go down the field.
Game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth.
27. Come on. They're gonna try and waste time here.
Bringing it out, it's Arnold. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Kansas offense is back out there now. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback looking to
down, nigga.
And they're able to get him down. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Daniels. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Come on.
Chance for the quarterback to make some magic here. Last drive, time ticking away.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need...
Let's go. All right, no timeout, bro. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. No timeout. 44 seconds. We'll probably have 40 seconds left. All I need. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time.
Go into the end zone. There we go. All right, start off with this.
All the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Your worst case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for a deep completion.
Got him.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
13
A
seconds.
big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Nice grab. It's Brown. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a 1st down and goal. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team
Thank
on
you.
top in the final minutes of this
Up by
game.
3.
Field goal is good.
What a comeback.
And
Good
they
kicker.
reclaim the lead with that.
About 5
And that
seconds
one,
left
my
in the
gosh,
game.
I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men.
Yes, sir. Anton went out. All right. That's the end of the game. Florida State comes away with a close.
We love
Man.
to see a game come down to the final possession.
DJ, 70% completion,
They were
going
able
2
to make
interceptions,
plays
2
and come out with a win.
touchdowns
Yeah,
on the
not
day.
only the final
Forward
minutes, but
33
the
yards.
final drive. And that entire
Lloyd
unit
Dell
were calm,
Williams,
cool,
starting
and
running back,
collected.
getting
It was
45
well
yards,
called by their
averaging
offensive
4.5 yards per
coordinator,
carry,
and this defense
getting
just
1
couldn't
touchdown.
stop them when they
And
needed
DJ
to.
getting 30
And that
rushing
is going
yards.
to wrap it up.
and
We
2
enjoyed
rushing
this
touchdowns
one
on the
here.
day.
For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has
Benson
been
and
another
Brown
presentation
continue to
of
dominate
EA
on
Sports College Football.
receiving yards. Benson coming out with 204 yards and a touchdown today. Brown, the freshman, coming out with 30 yards and a touchdown today. Lloyd Dell and Courtney each having 30 yards today as well. Receiving Morlock, the other side end getting 23 yards receiving. And Hakeem Williams getting 10 yards. And Toe Philly getting a 29-yard reception as well. Defense on the day today. Defense wasn't really everywhere, but you know, we got some things going. Cooper, Peyton, Farmer, Jackson Jr., and Riley each. Peyton getting 1 sack, Cooper and Riley each combined for half a sack, and then Cypress and second. And Kirkland each getting 1 interception on the day today. Both of them coming in the end zone, by the way. Tune in next week as Florida State continues trying to be undefeated.